Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be learning how to sew this kimono gown. Remember, we have kimono gown and we have a kimono jacket. They are two different things. When it's gown, it means that it's closed at the center, but if his jacket is open, right? So we are going to be working with this beautiful fabric and ashoke. So I can't wait to see the outcome of these two. They are really looking nice. Okay, so let's get to the business of the day. But before I continue, please do well to subscribe to the channel if you have not done that. Click on the notification button so that you'll be notified anytime we come online. Okay, and to our returning subscribers, thank you for sticking around. Okay, so this fabric has two patterns. This one is going horizontally while this one is going vertically. So I'm thinking of keeping this one at the upper side of the cloth, while I keep this one at the down part of the clothes. What do you think? Think it's okay? All right, so let's get down. It's very simple. Trust me, it's something you can do. Once you know how to match your machine, you can do this particular work. Now it's very simple. So we're working with bust 42, and we're working with hip 44, and we're working with waistline. Our waistline is 37 and shoulder is 16, sorry. And the gown length, remember this is going to be a short gown, is 37. So I have succeeded in folding this cloth into 4 equal parts. So I folded the cloth into four parts, right? That's 4 pieces, making it 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to now do the actual measurement. But before we do the actual measurement, remember that this cloth has 2 patterns. Okay, so I'm thinking of getting maybe a half of this or quarter of this and getting all of this at the same time. So let's take the measurement now. So remember, because it's a kimono jacket, I'm trying to, it's also a free gown, so I wouldn't want it to cling to the body much like that. It's a very free gown. Remember, it's short, it's very free. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to, you can see I gave gap. So in this case now, this one that has open, because it's a kimono gown, this one that has opening is going to be at the front, while this one that does not have any opening is going to be at the back. Okay, so we are going to run down the vertical measurements. Remember, you do vertical measurement because you want to know the exact positions of the body parts. Okay, so I am making it 40. I'm going to fold 3 inches inside. Okay, so this is going to be the beginning of the gown. So shoulder to the bust line is 11.5. okay, shoulder to under bust is 15, and shoulder to the waistline is 18, to the hip line 25. okay, and the actual length is 37. So I'm going to fold it inside 37. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to measure the armhole, the shoulder, then armhole. After measuring, I'll run it down. Okay, this is the armhole. Remember, it's 16. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add half an inch. I'm going to use to turn it. I added half an inch. I'm going to use to turn it. After adding my half an inch, I'll take it down. So I'll take it down by 8 inches or 8.5, because it's kind of going to look like a boo gown. Okay, after taking it down, I'll just measure here. Remember, I said this is going to be, it's going to be like a free gown. It's a free dress. So it's 42 actually, and 42 is 10.5. So I'm adding 2 inch extra on the measurement because it's going to be a free gown. Then after adding my 2 inch extra, I will add my 2 inches seam allowance. Okay, so this is it. So at the 37, I'm going to add 37 divided by 2 is 9.5 or 9. So I think it's 8 point something, but let's approximate to 9. So I'm adding 2 inch extra that we use for to make the gown free, and I will add my 2 inch seam allowance, that is 13. Okay, so that is it. So when I get to this point, sometimes I don't usually measure. I'll just give it an A-line shape. Okay, but if you're a beginner, please measure and add just like I added, because if you put tape on this thing now, you're still going to come up with the same thing, something that looks like what I just measured on the bust and the other region. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to now measure the neckline. Remember, I've dropped a video on those things, both armhole, neckline, shoulder. So do well to check them if you're having problem with them. So I'm going to do vertical horizontally 3.5. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? At the front, I don't need to measure the depth of the neckline. Reason is that it's a kimono jacket, so it's going to be like a V. It's going to run like a V down to the gown length. Okay, so I'm just keeping the front now. I'm just taking the back measurement. So the back measurement is going to be 3.5 by 1.5 inches. Please don't always maintain 1.5 inches whenever you are doing something like kimono that will have a standing collar at the back. If you dip it down, remember that if you do them 2.1 or 2 inches here, by the time you finish sewing it, you're going to have like 2.5 inches. So if I do 1.5 here, obviously by the time I'll sew it, I will have 2 inches depth. Okay, so that's why it's good when you are making this cutting this neckline, you be kind of careful, because what the effect of cutting it deep or deeper on the at the back side is that the neck is going to fall off. It's not going to relax. Okay, so please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe and click on the notification button so that you'll be notified anytime we come online. I'm taking it again. So these are what the measurements you needed. First, you run the vertical measurement to know the positions of the body parts, and then you take the horizontal measurement to know the actual measurement of those body parts. Okay, so let's go and make the gown together. Okay, before we go, remember that we are going to attach this. So I'm going to show you how we're going to attach it. So I've cut the cloth now. I'm going to now trim the front of the neckline. So see what I'm doing. Where I stop, you just take a V kind of and join it somewhere. Okay, after joining it, you trim it out, because that's where you will pass whatever you want to pass. So this thing is going to, please try as much as possible to ensure that the V is straight, so it doesn't give whatever you are making a false line. So what I'm going to do now is to cut out this now. You see the length. I'm just going to pass it here, but I'm going to pass it folded. So let's go and join it together. I'm going to pass it wide folded. So we'll go and join it together now. Finish attaching their shoe. Okay, if you look well, this is the back of the clothes, and this is the front of the clothes. This is the front. Okay, so I'm just going to go now and iron it. This is the front and this is the back. So what is left for me to do now is to you see the front, that's the front. Okay, and this is the back. I've even turned with lining. So what is left for me to do now is to finish iron and now attach the sleeve. Okay.